Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an altar tour, a witchy space tour. I'm not really sure what to call it. I call it all different things. So this main bit has all of my crystals on it and a bit of deity work. I'm still very new to deity work. I've only been doing that in the last maybe year and a half, so it might not be, it might not look the same as a lot of other people's spaces where they have deities, but I'm still kind of working my way around it. Before that I strictly done tarot and pendulum work and stuff like that, and really divination and working with crystals. I never thought I'd get into deity work, but here I am. It kind of found me about a year and a half ago. So yeah, it might not look the same as or traditional as people's altars on YouTube, but you know what, I'm going to go with it. So let's jump in before I ramble anymore. So let's start off with this main bit here. So as I said, down here is the deity bit. Yeah, so there's Thor and then Odin. Again, this is all still really new. So at the moment I just have little spaces for them. So I'll show you over here. So here is Thor's little bit here. So this statue here, let me see if I can, I don't knock anything over. So this statue here, I got when I was in Norway a year ago. I absolutely love it. I think it's really cool. And then there's a little Viking ship. I thought this was quite cool. Like, I kind of just put things here out of intuition, I guess. Like, if it felt right, I just put it there, and I'd change some stuff around every now and then when I feel it needs a refresh. Here's a candle, tea light. I need to get I want to get some bigger white candles, but at the moment I'm just using tea lights. Here is a little phantom quartz. It's very pretty. There's a little amethyst point, a golden healer point there. I still have some of the stickers on some of them. There's a black obsidian arrowhead. There's one on each of Thor's and Odin's. And there's also a little Viking, a replica Viking coin, I don't know. My brother got this for me when he was in Norway, so he picked up a few of these. Back there is a little offering bowl. There's nothing in it at the moment. We move over. I have this gorgeous stag. My mum actually got me this for Christmas to put on here. She's not necessarily into all of this, but she said she saw this and thought it would look perfect on here. So I agree, I absolutely love it. And for some reason on here, I just have a little Viking boat key ring. I've had this since I was like 5. My nan got me this when she went to Norway. It seems like all of our family just loves going to Norway. Down here are 2 feathers. My dad found these at a farm. He works at a farm, and also the owners are family friends. And so, sometimes when he's on his break, he'd just have a stroll through the field or whatever, and he found these feathers that were laying on the ground, like perfect feathers. And he says he thinks it's a buzzard and an owl feather. I don't know if that's right, but I'm going to go with what he says. And again, I thought that it's perfect here. So yeah, those were locally found. I didn't buy them. On each side I have these, I can't remember what shell it is. but I absolutely love them. And there's a bigger one there. Just behind the stag, I have this gorgeous, I believe it's agate. I'm not sure what kind, but my brother got me this for Christmas, just gone. He asked what I wanted for Christmas and I just said a crystal. I don't really care what one. You know, I said to him, buy me a crystal that you're drawn to for me, and this is the one he picked out and I absolutely love it. And I like it because it kind of looks like the moon, so yeah, I really like that. Moving on down here, this is Odin's bit. So this statue here, my brother got. There's a lot of stuff from Norway. My brother got this for me when he was visiting Norway. I love this one. I love that they're, these statues I have for Thor and Odin are both completely different styles. You know, the other one's more modern and that's the older style. His candle is a little Viking ship, and it is Wednesday, so I will be lighting this in a bit. Again, black obsidian arrowhead, a clear quartz, another little Viking coin back there, and a gorgeous labradorite heart. I love labradorite. And then I also painted these of his crows or ravens. I've seen, you know, in the books I've read, they're both described as crows or ravens, so I'm not really sure what one. So I painted them, thought they might look nice on here. And again, another bowl back there. And then I also have this palm stone, and it's a calcite palm stone. And I love this because it looks like the sea. It looks like the sand and then the water. I absolutely love this. So that just kind of stays on the corner. So then up here, in this big square, I'm not sure what it's called, like a organiser shelf. It's a shelf. Forgot the word then. It's meant to be hung up on the wall, as you can tell by them things. But I take this to markets and fairs to display things on, so yeah, I don't have it hung up. Every time I open the drawer sticks. And it shakes. It shakes this quite a lot because it's not very sturdy. But yeah, on the top I have a bunch of different crystals, and I did try to make it kind of go in colours. I'm not really sure it worked. So up here is amethysts, and then some little agate geodes, a preonite sphere, a little angel, and that's new jade, I believe, some fluorite, onyx, mahogany obsidian, calcite, and the back, the orange bit, carnelian, that's a citrine little point, and then honey calcite. Over here is like the white or clear crystals, so there's a selenite tower, some clear quartz, angel aura, that is a smoky quartz like egg, that one and this one here are Lemurian quartz, heat treated citrine at the front. Over in this little bit up here is pinks, so it's literally all rose quartz, apart from these little 3 carvings, and those are flower agate. Down here in that little middle bit is probably my favourite little section out of this shelf. So there's this beautiful labradorite freeform. I got this when my local crystal shop was closing down, and I went in there to get like a few small things, and I literally came out with that being the only thing I brought, and it was just looking at me, and I knew I couldn't leave it. And then there are 2 labradorite, stars, little carbons back there, another, this is a smoky citrine, little rough point, and then another phantom quartz point. I love phantom quartz, it's so pretty. Over in this side is little random bits that wouldn't really fit anywhere. So there's this peach selenite little disc, and it's got this gorgeous shell sat on top. I got this at a random little gift shop in Norway, where everything was $5 and under, I think. Those are 2 local shells that are from, well, my local beach. Or shore, it's not really a beach, it's like a little shore. Some opalite carbons, some sodalite, spotted jasper I think that is. Then at this bit, all the way down here, are my big towers and points. So, oh, and there's a few little like agate geodes. So let's see if I remember all the names. Blue lace agate. If I do a crystal, I probably will do a crystal collection, and I will show these close up in that video. But there's blue lace agate, Caribbean calcite, preonite, smoky quartz. The pink one's rose quartz, that's a teal calcite. That one's fluorite, lepidolite, the small one's amethyst, honey calcite, and fluorite. So that's what's on this big bit. And then there's some drawers and, well, a drawer and a little cupboard bit. This drawer tends to stick, so I have to open it really slowly. So down here is a bit of a mess. It's mainly wax melts here, because I'm a wax melt fiend, I'm obsessed with them. Some I made myself, like these ones here. Other ones I buy from Home Bargains and B&M. These ones are from Home Bargains, these are like the nicest. I think they're like 40p or something like that. Some tea lights. These are from Poundland, and I thought they'd be good for like a self-love ritual or something. A white candle, because when my candles get all the way down, I can't light them with a lighter. Back here are some spell candles, and the little thing that goes, you know, with them to put the candle in. So there's like a little bunch of little ones back here. A candle, what was it called? Candle snuff, candle putter hour, and it's covered in wax. Yeah, it's covered in green wax. Don't ask. Some more tea lights. These are from Poundland. They're pink, gin and berries. They smell amazing. These tea lights my auntie got for me because she's also witchy. She got me them for Christmas. They're too pretty to use, so I probably will never use them. Here are some lighters. My best friend got me this purely because it has a skull on it. I love it. A bunch of incense, some matches, tea light holder, random pair of earrings I took off. In this box, I decorated it. I painted these little gems so they look like studs and then glued them all around this lid. And here's a bunch of tea lights. I go through so many tea lights. So that's what's in there. So over here, hanging on the drawer, I have this, I believe it's called an Ankh. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. My neighbour, who I went to school with as a kid, was telling me that she's also into tarot and crystals, and she was kind enough to gift me some stuff. And this was one of the things, and it's a necklace. And I didn't want to, even though it's not my my practice or anything, I still wanted to keep it. So I thought I would hang it on here. So yeah, that's just like a nice little touch. Now let's go into the drawers, or the cupboard even. These stick, so under here is mainly spare stuff, a bunch of candles. I like candles, believe it or not, if you couldn't tell. In here is even more candles. There's a bunch of tea lights, a bunch of spell candles. I always go through the black and green ones. And for Christmas, my best friend got me even more. That was good actually, because I was running out. Like how many did I had like 3 left. She also got me these. I love Parma Violet scented things, but I don't really like the sweets. I mean, I'll eat them, but they're not my favourite. But for some reason, Parma Violet scented stuff, I love it. There's some smaller candles, again from B&M, I think. Yeah, a bunch more tea light candles, some white candles, just a bunch of extra stuff. And at the bottom there's extra incense. I could not remember the name of that then. Down here, I'm not gonna pull everything out because it's all, believe it or not, this is organised. That box is full of herbs. There's a jar of dried lavender. There's an extra white candle. The white candle is from Star Child in Glastonbury. Literally the best candles I've ever used. The green candle in my money bowl that I will show you is from Star Child, and it is one of the best candles I've ever used. Down here is a basket full of little jars. That bag has a bunch of little organza bags in that came with crystals. There's some, what's this, grapeseed oil? Yep, grapeseed oil, Himalayan salt, I will show you this actually. Oh no, I think I've got hiccups. So I have this old camera. It's a bit dusty. But this was my granddad's camera. My granddad from my mum's side. He passed before I was born. So, you know, I never got to meet him. But my mum told me that one of his hobbies was taking photos of nature and just photography in general, and that's actually one of my hobbies as well. And when my nan passed a few years back, we were sorting out her house, and my mum found this camera, and it doesn't work. It might if it got fixed, but I'm not sure. I doubt it. And yeah, she said, you know, it doesn't work, so we could either chuck it out or if you want it. And I said, yeah, I will have it because I don't have anything of my granddad's. Yeah, so this is just a nice little touch. I did have it out on display, but it kept getting knocked over, so I have it down here for safekeeping now. And in this box there's just some essential oils. So that's what's in the cupboard. Over here is my money bowl, and I also have spirit guide candles. So in this little corner here is a tourmalated quartz point and a white candle. I just use plain white candles for my spirit guide candles. at the moment anyway. This candle I was just trying to use up. The wick's gone now, so I can probably clean it out. I literally got this candle for the jar because I liked it. I do that a lot. Here is a celestite cluster, and it's got a opalite pendulum on. There's a little fluorite, little freeform. This bit here, there's 2 Caribbean calcite hearts on each side, with a little selenite stick that has the moon phases carved in it. And on the top I just keep one of my favourite crystals of all time, the clear quartz point. Have my incense here, which needs to be cleaned. Here is my money bowl. Back here I just have this tile decoration that my mum got me years ago. I learned how to make this. I can't remember if it was the Chaotic Witch Aunt or the Witch of Wanderlust. I think that's the names. I think it was one of them, or maybe both of them, that I learned this from. So it's basically a money bowl to bring in money your way. So in the middle I've got a green candle. This is the one from Star Child, and it started like up here. It was a massive candle and I love it. There's some selenite, some pyrite around the outside. In the main bit there's a bunch of green crystals, clear quartz, a lot of green to, you know, bring in money. And I also have a bunch of currency, so there's like some euros, some Norwegian money. What are these? Sixpence. Again, when I was cleaning out my nan's house, I found a bunch of sixpence pences. There's cents, like everything in coins. And then there's a £5 note down there. And I have these. These are from when my brother was travelling, with some wax. So obviously when he's travelling he obviously needs the currency, so he brings back like the spare bits, well the leftover currencies. And sometimes there's no point in getting them transferred back into pounds, because it's like $5 I think he brought back, so he gave me a $2 note and a $1 note from the Bahamas. So yeah, he thought I might want these to put in my money bowl, so I thought that was perfect to put in here. So that's my money bowl, and I do remake it at the beginning of every month. Again, another spirit guide candle. These are just 2 candles. Ooh. These are just 2 candles that I'm trying to use up. There's a rainbow moonstone point, a faceted amethyst, little freeform, I love that. Here is this gorgeous amethyst cluster. That was one of the first crystals I ever got, like big pieces. And this was my very first pendulum, and it's the one I use all the time. This is my very favourite one. I just love it. I always get good responses and clear responses when I use it. So I like to sit that there. So next is underneath the up there. So this is just shelves. On the top bit I have all of my tarot and oracle decks. I have my most used ones at the minute at the front. There's this little skull plant, it's fake. I got this from B&M at Halloween last year. There's a little pendulum there. And I will do a separate video on all of these tarot decks because it goes all the way back. And we would be here forever if I showed you every single one. Over here I have some glass bottles. There's a skull one. I think these are both from Hobbycraft. There's nothing in them at the moment. And the corks do come off, so I can put things in them. I have another skull. I love skulls. I always have done. This skull has a little story behind it. So my brother works on the cruise ships. He's like part of the entertainment crew. So yeah, he's always travelling. And a few years back he went to Nassau. I think that's how you say it. And he found this skull in a little gift shop. And he brought it home for me and I absolutely love it. I have a few things here actually. Not here, but in my room that he's brought me. And then around here, I tried to put crystals, like the elements. So there's a blue one for water, that's calcite. Honey calcite for fire. Clear quartz for air. And I'm not sure what this one is. This is one of the first crystals I got. It was in the crystal shop. And I just couldn't stop looking at it. I have it written down somewhere. I think it begins with a C. I can't remember. But yeah, that looked kind of earthy to me, so. There's another little fake plant. I love these. It's funny because I don't like plants in real life, like I don't like real plants. If I had a plant it would probably die within 24 hours. But the little fake ones, I love. Over here, I have this bag, and again there's a little story behind this one. I got this when I was about 6, when me and my nan visited Buckingham Palace. We would always go on little weekend trips away, because we both loved history and, you know, so we would always go on trips to London, to museums and things. And this was what I got at the gift shop, and it's so old now, but inside it just has charms for charm casting. And I didn't actually know this was a thing. I didn't know you could do this until maybe 5 years ago, and it's actually a really fun way of doing casting, because I do casting with runes, but I also love the charms. And whenever I get this out at readings, or I just do readings with other people, they actually really like using these. This is quite special to me because anything around my nan I love having in my practice, or just in general, because my nan was my best friend and she passed years back now. But weirdly enough, I got into all of the witchy stuff. I just call it the witchy stuff. I got into all the tarot and the crystals and everything from my nan, weirdly enough. But after she passed, it kind of all happened at once, and it's what led me to get into all of this. But anyway, yeah, this back here, I have this box that I made. Well, I brought the box and then I stained it with some wood stain, and I burned this on the top and some runes. In this box I keep runes. So this was my first ever set of runes. I think they're black onyx. And then this set here is the ones I use the most. Of course I knew I was going to pull out the blank one. But these I made from resin. I was a big crafter and I was doing resin for years. There you go. So I made these from resin. So they're the ones I like using. just because they're a bit bigger. And whenever I use them on other people, people can see them, and they also like how shiny they are. So down here, again, another fake plant. This is a little vial of soot from our log burner. Thought I could use that for something. No idea what, but just thought I'd put some in a bottle. Over here is all my tumbled stones. But on the top, you can probably tell what one of my favourite crystals is. It's blue lace agate. So there's a bunch of bits on the top because I'm always grabbing them. Some fluorite, sunstone, what else? There's just a bunch of everything. There's some carvings up there. Here is a pink amethyst. It's beautiful. Here is a goldstone heart. Even though this is man-made, I still love it. I think it's pretty. Here is some black salt. It's not really dark because I didn't have much charcoal, but still works, I suppose. Back here is a heart chakra rune mist, and I love this. I think I'm nearly out. Yeah, it's about like here. It has some crystals in the bottom. You can probably hear them. But I got this on Etsy, and I think it's by the Pagan Garden. I'm guessing that's the Etsy shop. Here is a divination oil that I made. I learned this from a tutorial, so if I can find the tutorial I will link it. I pop a bit of this on my palm before I do tarot readings, and I think you can put it on your third eye as well, but I just put a bit on my palm. Back here in them two bottles is chalice well water from Glastonbury. I'm not going to touch anything on this side because last time I did it all came crashing over. Here is some photos of my nan, some very old photos. I would like to have them out, but I haven't got any room at the moment, so they're there. Here is my books, so there's all different ones. So there's the Rider-Waite Tarot book, a moon journal. This is the book that goes with the Everyday Witch Tarot. That's a very useful book actually. I love that book. A rune book, crystal book, traditional witchcraft for the seaside. There's a book on Loki. There's a book about Loki. I do have one about Odin as well, but I'm not sure where the Odin one is. Beginner's Guide to Wicca, that was the first ever book I got around witchcraft. Greek mythology, Norse mythology. That is a book on Asatru, I think that's how you say it, and heathenry. Angel Tarot book, Dream book, and these are just some books from the works. That's all of the books. Down here on the very last shelf is a box of Halloween stuff. So there's like candles and tea light holders, more skulls. Here is a little pot of things, little items that belong to my nan. Hocus Pocus hand, some more oil, another candle, bowl that's got some chakra discs in. So this shelf is quite empty, it's literally just a few things. So that's what's on the bottom shelf. So that's it for the main two spaces. I have no idea why there's wax on the wall. I've never had candles up here. It looks like something's dripped, but I've never had candles up there. I have this little like window ledge in the wall, So I have a wreath that I made hanging up there. Sorry, my dog was barking, a parcel had turned up. So yeah, on this little ledge, I have that gorgeous blue bottle that was actually from Hobbycraft. And I'm going to put moon water in there when I make some more. This jar, I kind of put wire around it so I could stick an incense in there so the ash would fall into here. I don't light it here, I take it out, but yeah, so that's actually a lot easier if you don't want to clean up ash. I have a rock salt tea light holder. This, you put resin in and you burn it. A diffuser, sorry this is really shaky. This was one of the things my nan brought back from Norway years ago. Was it Norway? Was it Greenland? But it was when the volcano erupted in 2010. She was there, I think, 2 weeks after it happened, and they were allowed to take ash back. So it's the name of this. Yep. So I thought that was really cool. Up here is a lepidolite slab, a little magnet from Greece. Like I said before, me and my brother are both really into mythology, Greek mythology and Norse mythology. And my favourite Greek goddess is Athena. So is his as well, actually. And he brought me back this, and I absolutely love it. So I just keep that up there. I think it's stunning, I absolutely love it. So that is my little witchy space. Hope you like this video. Knowing me, this probably will be changed again, so I probably will be doing videos where I update the tours. So yeah, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching. Bye!